By and large, the people of Dogma2 seem to adore their benevolent Empress.
Methinks it comes of their mutual devotion.
How might I...
My services don't come cheap, And come again when you've more coin to
Come on, have a look.
I'm in fine fettle today.
Polishing my armor can wait till the morning. Beg pardon, sir. I mustn't be distracted.
Have a look.
Have you seen the Empress's dance? The event bears some grand title, though I've lost. Her Majesty's Grace is a sight to behold.
Hoy! Looking. No need to overthink it. You can change it on a whim. You've naught to lose, and you might even make a new discovery. Well, got any findings to share? Many thanks.
Flexible vocation, suited to bolstering our band where reinforcement is most needed.
Our foes will soon find themselves hard-pressed.
Greetings, Sir Arisen. I have a message for you. Sir Manella would speak with you in the palace. Pray seek her out at your earliest convenience.
Interested in my wares?
I find such solace in prayer.
Those who lose their lives on Batali soil are brought here to be prepared for their eternal slumber. I am here to serve. If you require my aid, you have but to ask. I have placed a mark upon the remain. Those who lose, I am here to serve. If you require my aid, you have but to ask. Thank you for your patron.
Master, my heart knows no greater peace than when I am by your side.
Boy, what's your problem? Walking about with pawns in tow, I mislike that. You from Vermont? Bet you're as prejudiced as the rest of your lot. Well, got something you want to say, eh? Save it. You're not welcome here. Suppose you didn't know, but we don't allow them. But I've got a heart of gold, me. I'll give you a chance to redeem yourself. All you've got to do is prove your mettle against these sods alone. That is. If you're bested, then we'll take all you've got. It's only fair, ain't it? Put your back into it!
Well now, quite the brawl we're having here. But I must say, these odds are rather craven. Did you leave your honor at the door?
And who are you supposed to be? You a friend of this one?
Nay, I'm a sellsword. Coin is my only ally. 'Tis not my conscience that called me here. No. I simply cannot stomach acts of cowardice. Is there even one among you with the grit for a proper duel, one-on-one?
What'd be in it for us, eh?
The fact that I'd refrain from breaking your jaw. That's not quite the reaction I was hoping for. Mayhap you know not my face. How about my name then? Ragnar.
Ragnar? You're him. From the Scarlet Rains and the battle for Jeremiah? Well, 'tis clear you're a man best not crossed. But I trust you'll have no complaints so long as there's only one of us, aye? Oi, bring it out!
Where's that reprobate gotten off to? We'll see if you can escape me a second time. Show 'em your mettle. Yeah.
I don't believe it. You're a bloody menace, you are. Come on, you lot. We're leaving.
Fine work, that was. Pray, save your thanks. I've no need of it. After all, judging by the skill with which you won that duel just now, I dare say you'd have bested those louts even if I hadn't intervened. I suppose that coward knew he was no match for you in a fair fight, so he had that beast take the beating for him. At any rate, 'tis safe to say you've piqued my interest. I hope our paths cross again someday. Of course, I can't promise I'll be as amicable then. As a sellsword, 'tis my policy to let my employer decide friend from foe. I'm sure you understand. Till next time.
One cannot help but wonder about that Sir Ragnar. Who is he?
Ah, well met. You'll be glad to hear we've succeeded in capturing another of the coral snakes. Fortunately for us, this one started talking the moment a bargain of acquittal was mentioned. Mayhap through speaking with him, we might discern some means of loosening Hugo's tongue.
Pray, follow me.
Ah, well met. You'll be glad to hear we've... Fortunately for us, this one... Mayhap through speaking with him, we might discern some means of loosening Hugo's tongue.
Have you a different destination in mind, Master? Very well.
I've things to do, if you don't mind.
Let's take it easy today. My knees are acting up.
What I can do for you?
It's on me to bear what younger shakers can't.
Fancy a look at my wares?
On me to bear what younger can't. What's to do?
Doesn't seem like you and I are going to be sharing a drink anytime soon. A shame that. 'Tis safe to say you've piqued my interest. I hope our paths cross again. As I've said, I'm a sellsword. Perhaps our next meeting will be on the battlefield, eh? I'm not...
Tomorrow will be no different.
You there? Have you a home in Batal? If not, well, look no further. As it so happens, I've one to sell. Now, I've noticed you tend to travel with pawns. Bold choice here in Batal. So I thought you might prefer a home of your own to stay at, rather than a crowded inn. Well, what say you? A wise decision, sir. Here you are, dear. A wise decision, sir. Do be sure to read over the deed.
Strength arisen! Seems we have enraged our foe.
A reckless opponent makes for easy prey.
Of course.
good sleep will ensure we are prepared for the morrow.
Good morrow, everyone.
Come. We've much to be getting on with.
You there! Escort this guest of ours inside.
Welcome, welcome. In the You've a taste for it, then I take it.
Come to think of it, was there not another task we were to see to somewhere nearby?
We shall have to decide which is the most pressing. We cannot do everything at once.
Ox carts make for relatively safer travel.
Walking everywhere is certainly tiring. We've arrived, just as planned.
If 'tis a blacksmith you need, I can't help you. Oh ho! 'Tis a regalia sword you want restored, is it? That's a first. All right, give us a look then. Now here's a masterwork of craftsmanship if I e'er saw one. Not to blow my own horn, but I wager I'm the only blacksmith who could set this ailing steel to right. But, as I've said, I've laid well. Why are you still standing there? Leave an old man in peace.
That went rather poorly, I fear. What are we to do now?
Beg pardon, sir, but I couldn't help overhearing your conversation with... You'll have to forgive him. Though, he's always been a bit crotchety, come to think of it.
Enough cheek, you wool-brained wastrel. Now, I'm off to the tavern.
Of course you can. You go enjoy yourself. Psst. Hang about, eh? When he's gone, you and I can talk.
I've just had a thought. I shall never forget the agony I felt at the coronation.
'Twas special made to use glimmer coal, mined from a nearby cavern. Till the monsters settled in, that is. Neither of us can go anywhere near the place now. Listen, Brocker's too proud to ask for help, but I'm not. Would you be willing to go out to... Should you succeed, I reckon he'll change his mind about restoring that blade of yours. Now, true to its name, glimmer coal emits a pale light. So you'll want to cast your eyes about for any glowing spots when you get to the cavern. Oh, suppose you'll be needing the name of the place. Digger's Ruins, 'tis called. I'll count on you to bring lots of the stuff back.
If we can procure some glimmer coal from Digger's Ruins, Sir Broker ought to have a change of heart about the Regalia sword. Follow me. I will guide you to the location.
A guide is most welcome. Now we shan't lose our way.
Pray, follow me. Follow along at your own pace, Master. I shan't leave you behind. Tis a glad thing we rested when we did.
We must not let down our guard. Let my magics grant you an elemental boon. I shan't allow any further harm to come to you.
We're unlikely to find any warm hearths down here.
Narrow passages may await us. Be on your guard.
Understood. We might see a ladder yonder, but we can't reach it from here. We'll have to get up there and drop it down. An instructive design. I inform my own master of this solution.
That was certainly worthwhile. I grant you fire's blaze. Use it well.
One might confidently call that a resounding victory.
We mustn't allow ourselves to become complacent. Take each trial as it comes. My curative magics are at your disposal. Wait a moment. to know your limits.
I thought I'd met my end. Oh, my thanks to you, Arisen.
As a matter of fact, one master I served was quite the carefree soul. You're like to grow overburdened if you keep picking up every little trinket you find.
We should be able to move this boulder with our combined might.
Shall we set it rolling?
That's a good piece of gear. Shall we put it to the proof?
As they say, 'tis the wearer that makes the wares.
Let my magic imbue your weapon with the fury of the elements. There, Master! Knackers!
Oh, yeah!
We have no means of exploiting our enemy's weakness.
Of course, Master. I shall look after it for you. You need only search my pack when you wish to reclaim it. My protection!
Tis broken, but methinks there is still a way forward. Take care where you place your feet. A sharp inside would like to throw us off balance as tis our enemies.
Strike fast and true, and our quarry shall fall! You're soaked! Do try not to catch cold. Yes, Master! I shall hasten to your aid.
Cannot let down our guard even for a moment, lest victory slip away from us.
At last, it all becomes clear.
Focus your attacks.
Strike fast and true, and our quarry shall fall! Here, strike with lightning on your side!
We are none of us alike in vocation.
Our respective abilities are unique as well.
Let us utilize our individual strengths wherever possible.
strength arisen!
It seems we have a great fire.
Use their rage to our advantage.
I was unaware such a solution existed. I assume my own master must be none the wiser. This route has seen better days. But there's no sense lamenting it. We just have to take the long way round.
I'm not altogether happy with this.
This ought to suffice. Unless you'd rather mine for more, Master.
You have my support.
You're like to grow overburdened if you keep picking up every little trinket you find. It is overly narrow here, and ill-suited to combat.
Let us proceed with caution. Eyes peeled, ears pricked.
Just yonder looks to be a good spot for harvesting ingredients.
Shall we see if there's aught to be found? Well, we're here.
Arisen. You mustn't let our friend time in the flow of battle. Wrench it to the ground.
It fears fire's fury. Let my magics grant you an elemental boon. Our foe appears to have grown just as weary as
battle is to be avoided, I take it, Arisen.
Let us defer to the Arisen's judgment.
Indeed, you are correct.
A customer then. That changes things.
Master, my heart knows no greater peace than when I am by your side.
You're back! Have you any glimmer call for me? If you can bring us some glimmer coal, we'll be able to rekindle the fire in the forge. And the one in old Brocker's heart as well, As I've said, glimmer coal and you'll want to cast your eyes about for any Digger's Ruins. That's the name of the place. I'd be most... You're back! Have you any glimmer coal for me? That's plenty. Many thanks. Brocker, we've got more glimmer coal. Now we can reignite the forge.
Tisn't the forge what needs igniting, girl, but your fool ears. I've told you, I've no use for glimmer coal anymore. I'm done, understand? I'll not hear another word about that rusted hunk of steel. If you're so keen to have it repaired, then see to it yourself.
Ugh. I was certain he'd pick up his tools again if we only had more glimmer coal. My apologies for putting you to all that trouble, sir, but mayhap your efforts needn't go to waste. I could try my hand at way I see it. If old Brocker's the only smith with the skill to see it done, then I'm your best hope, being as I'm his apprentice and all. Well, what say you? I'm grateful for your trust, sir. You'll soon see your faith was well placed. Mayhap not soon as 'twere. I fear I'm a novice in the truest sense. But I'll see it done all the same. You have my word. Mark me. This blade will be shining like a star by the time I'm finished with it.
Sir Sara is apprenticed to the legendary dwarven blacksmith. There's no doubt in my...
I'm grateful for your... mayhap not soon as 'twere.
I'm a master of the craft.
Wow, wow. What brings you to the smithy? Looking for scale cinder, are we? Well, you're in a luck. Our forge is flit. Oh, 'tis at an elf's behest, you say? I'm afraid that changes things a wee bit. Elves and dwarves don't get along, see? Brocker won't want to help you. Unless you were to offer him aught he couldn't resist. Listen, I happen to know there's one bit of elven culture no dwarf can turn their nose up at. All elven fare's bland as grass. All of it. That is, save the singularly flavoursome dish, Nutriab. Course, no dwarf would openly admit to having a taste for it. But the fact of the matter is, the mere smell of that dish has dwarves foaming at the maw. Don't believe me? Bring a bowl of it to Brocker. You'll soon see.
So the blacksmith ought grant us some Gwyfenture in exchange for Nutriab. Shall we inform Miss Darrow of this, Master? If you wish to meet with this person, I would gladly lead the way.
We're in your hands, sir. Much obliged.
Look around if you must, but be sure to buy all.
Beg pardon, sir.
Me? I said... Now, this hardly bears saying, but don't... You dare.
Many thanks. Interested in my wares?
Here's a welcome sight. Well met, sir. You'll be glad to know that I finally finished my reading of that grimoire we spoke of. Which brings me to a curious point. There's a favor I'd ask of you. What happened to my eye? Oh, never mind the bandage. 'Tis nothing serious. Now, as I was saying, I'd like for you to find the grimoire's second volume for me. 'Twould seem 'tis part of a set, and will only reveal its true power when both tomes are in hand. The copy I possess is but the first, one half of a whole. I've heard tell that its twin can be found in a queer little shop in Vermont. Alas, passing through the border checkpoint is no simple matter for a humble merchant like myself. But you, sir, I dare say you are not of Batal. Then you ought have no trouble passing through the checkpoint. I implore you, find that second volume for me. All I want is to give my family a decent life, the life they deserve. This is my chance.
A queer little shop in Vermont, is it? I wonder which of the shops in Vermont matches that description.
Well now, I'm not sure.
Mother, quick! Over here!
Beg pardon, sir, but I must ask you to stop aiding my husband. He lost his eye while reading that grimoire. I can't bear to see him involved with that fell thing anymore. But he refuses to listen to me.
He's been saying not to worry, that he'll make us more money soon. 'Tis as if he's lost. 'Tis all my fault, Mother. He's only been like this since I said I wished we had an easier life.
No, 'tisn't, dear, and don't you fret. Your father, he'll be back to his old self before you know it. Pray, sir, seek out that grimoire if you must, but do not give it to my husband. I beg of you.
Ought we to give Sir Isaac the grimoire as he requested? 'Tis a quandary indeed.
What are we to do?
Welcome, and well met. Always a pleasure.
Our packs are heavier, and our purses far lighter.
An investment made for safer travels can hardly be called extravagant.
A larger audience will mean more pockets to ply.